Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Dancing to his left. Here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Sheds off the tackle. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Play action. Now Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 23 yards, the pickup there. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Here's for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tuck. The score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
They're led out by a former #1 overall pick and a one-time league leader in passing yards out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. To throw is Winston. Flush to his right.
Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Winston.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give him any type of a spark.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He completes it to Beckham.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with a home.
And no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
23 yards, the final tally.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long. Make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is... seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Going deep here for Landry. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson being chased out left. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was. We're in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston readies the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:17 remains. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Winston now to throw on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. That escapes the sack. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Winston. That one caught by Carter. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's post at 17-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should... Camper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it in.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first.